get your phone? Can you see if you can hear me? Oh yeah, we can hear it. Good, good. You hear me? Can you hear me at all? Like, yeah. Yeah. All right. Sorry about the delay in streaming, guys. We had some technical issues with the Wild Things Wi-Fi, but we've also had an eventful first inning. Chance Benton faced Justin Brown to lead off, walked him on 4 pitches, and then faced Wadi Almonte, and on the first pitch hit him in the hip, and it looked like he left the game with an injury. Hopefully he's okay, but that'll bring up Nick Beardsley out of the pen. He'll have as much time as he needs to warm up. As the Road Warrior Black Sox have both runners in scoring position, or excuse me, the Brilliant Sox have runners in scoring position with nobody out here at the top of the first. Bizarre way to start. And just in advance, if the connection or if the picture looks a little blurry, I apologize. We're using my mobile hotspot because the Wild Things Wi-Fi did not want to cooperate today. And it looks like Nick Beardsley is good, and he'll face Nico Tony with 2 runners in scoring position here in the top of the first with nobody out. And it's technically a 1-0 count.
We got Mark Sanders here. We got Cole Bombelis, and we also got Hunter Treese. I almost forgot his name for a second because he barely ever speaks, but, you know, at least he got a haircut, and he also went to thumbs. First pitch is swung at. Nico Tony hits it on the ground, and he gets the RBI. Josh Burns throws it away. Nico Tony is now at first. Wadi Almonte advances to third there on the first pitch ground ball. So, E6.
Yep.
Josh Rodriguez is coming on up. Nick Beardsley, for those of you that are just tuning in, he just came in with runners on second and third with nobody out. Chance Benton with a blister. Beardsley gets ahead of Josh Rodriguez and Nico Tony, so 2 for 2 so far with that. He played a little with the Washington Wild Things in 22, and then also he was in spring training with these guys in 2023 as well. Nico Tony steals the bag. He had 14 bags in Napa in 2018. I said, "How the hell did you get that many stolen bases?" He said, "Well, I remember Tito Fuentes would just send me all the time, and he also got thrown out 8 times. Could have been a league as well." Beardsley gets the punchy there with the fastball up and away. Up comes Bill Musser, rocking number 23. I'm sure he feels important today. First pitch swung at, hit well. Bradley Roberto catches, throws it in, and Wadi Almonte scores there for a 1-out. Will Musser, sac fly to score Wadi Almonte. Up comes Galen Rutledge with 2 outs and a man on second. Rutledge played at Bethune-Cookman in Daytona Beach. Takes the first pitch ball. Rutledge came down to Florida early. Got to see him play a good amount. He did not play his senior year of college. Came on over. Takes ball 2 there. 2-0 here. I believe it's 34 versus 34 right here. Joe Dodero, of course, throws up the peace sign one time for the one time. Swung on. And caught for out number 3, Nick Penzetta, playing center field. The flying Hawaiian himself. And up comes the Road Warrior Black Sox in the bottom half of the first. The Brilliant Sox score 2 runs in the top half of the first there. And here we are, moving into the bottom half of the first. We have Matt Reitz, right-handed pitcher. Pitched a little bit in Florence. Pitched a little bit in Tres Rivieras. Pitched a little bit in the Atlantic League, I believe.
Yeah, for Lexington.
For Lexington. Jacksonville native. Fills up the zone. He's thrown against the Road Warrior Black Sox a few times. I think he went 6 scoreless last time out. You got Nico Tony behind the dish. Had a little time in the Atlantic League just recently. Also played in Tres Rivieras last year as well. I believe they've actually played catch with one another or played in a game together when they were over there. You got Bill Musser over at first base. You got Howie Rodriguez, who was also in Tres Rivieras. You got Wadi Almonte, who played in Florence in 2022 to finish up the year. He's playing short. Josh Rodriguez, former Wolfpack, he's playing third. He had, I believe, 6 hits in the doubleheader last time out. Justin Brown in left. The speedy Justin Brown in left. You have Mike Thiessen playing center and Kyle Robinson playing right. Thiessen finished up in Quebec last year in 22 to help win the championship in the Frontier League. So far, 0 thumbs up, so we will get better as it gets going. I apologize. 6 viewers. Need more. Would like more. Nico Tony with some new gear. I heard his mom sent it over. I would say brilliantly executed like my summer in 2020. Okay, good. We got one thumbs up there. There we go.
7 viewers. Nope, back to 6.
And up comes Bradley Roberto, the left-handed hitter from San Diego, California. Played at Franklin Pierce. First pitch called ball. I'd say probably strike, but, I'm not umping. Roberto played in the Little League World Series. Takes ball 2 there. 2-0. We've had a few Franklin Pierce guys. Derek Reddy, who also played for the Washington Wild Things and a few other teams, the Milwaukee Milkmen, and also the Lexington Legends. He was also with the Franklin Pierce. I don't know what their logo is. Played over there. 2-1. Swung on, missed. Looked like a vicious swing there. Swung out of his shoes damn near. Good pitch there from Reitz. 3-2 here. Let's see who wins it. I believe Reitz went 6 innings last time and with 0 walks. So that was always fun to watch.
Only gave up 3 hits.
Mark Sanders said only gave up 3 hits as the ball was fouled off to the right side. Almost hit the cocktail bar. Mark Dozier does the reverse lunges over to the ball. Ball 4. The leadoff walk is brought to you by Scout Nortz and his fraternity brothers. First pitch called strike there. 1 for 2 so far for first pitch strikes. Nick Penzetta swings early a lot, so it's cool to see him not swinging. I'd imagine Roberto's going to go at some point. Takes the 0-1 for a ball. Let's see who wins the 1-1 here. Swung on. 5, 4, 3. Safe. Fielder's choice there. Nick Penzetta gets on. Good job by Rodriguez for getting the force guy. Up comes the dangerous Scout Knotts. On deck, you have Aaron Hurd. And following that, you got Carson McCurdy. A good lineup each and every day for these Road Warrior Black Sox. First pitch strike. Nico Tony brings that one back in. I hope Nico Tony's mom is tuning in here.
Yeah, leave us comments. Let us know where you're watching from.
Good pitch there. Very good pitch there.
That's his changeup.
0-2 now. I know in California right now, I believe it's 8:30.
It's 2-0, bottom of the first.
Joe Dodero screams in Nico Tony's ear for the first time. More of that will be coming.
Trace, you good with Game Changer? You want to trade me?
The 0-2. Good pitch there. Scout Knotts fouls it off. Swung on, missed. Scout Knotts swings through the 0-2 and gets in the way there as Nico Tony was trying to throw him out. Joe Dodero calls the strike him out, then throw him out for out number 3 as we move on into the top half of the second. Once again, Nick Beardsley is on the mound here in the top half of the second for the Warrior Black Sox. Beardsley. Very repeatable delivery. I believe it is 2-2 here. Hey, Cook, let's go look for that foul ball, please. No, but I need everybody looking for it. Fouled off by Thiessen again. There goes one. The 2-2 from Beardsley. I'll tell you, what a stash out of Beardsley. Good glove side. Very good glove side. Definitely enjoy watching this guy throw. I believe he had, less than 30 walks in 70-plus innings in college. I could be wrong. Let me check it out. Strike rate. Punch out looking there for Thiessen. Up comes Brian Reyes, catcher corner guy from San Diego. On deck, you have Howie Rodriguez, middle guy. Yes, in 89 innings, he had 33 walks, 108 strikeouts in 2021. Threw in the American Association for a team we don't speak of, the Houston Apollos, and then he threw in Washington in 22. As Reyes takes that pitch there. Watching from Bethlehem, West Virginia. May see you tomorrow. Brilliant. Good pitch there. Swung on, fouled off. I believe the count is full. We have Jorge Carrero playing third. We have Josh Burns at short, Legere Stewart at second, Carson McCurdy at first, who had a little time in the Frontier League last year and also in the Atlantic League. We have Cole Parker behind the plate. Left field, Bradley Roberto. Center field, Nick Penzetta. And Aaron Hurd in right field. Takes ball 4 there. Up comes number 2, Howie Rodriguez. Swung on. Wow. Aaron Hurd with an amazing play in right field. Catches the ball in foul territory. Lays out and gets the ball in fast. Two outs. Kyle Robinson swings at the first pitch. Robinson spent a little time with the New Jersey Jackals in 2021 in spring training. He's been in the Yinzer ever since. Takes the 0-1. Ball up. The 1-1 is taken for strike number 2. Nick Beardsley wins the 1-1. On deck is leadoff man Justin Brown. Swung on, hit well to Nick Penzetta for out number 3. Beardsley working fast, keeping the pitch count down. Matt Reitz coming back up. Nico Toti already on the field with his new gear. Of course, no bat boy, so Nico Toni then throws on the bat over to the third base side. Here we are on the bottom half of the second. Leading off is Aaron Hurd. On deck is Carson McCurdy. Very good 4.56 for the Road Warrior Black Sox. A plus tool, Aaron Hurd. Very toolsy here. The first pitch. Called strike on the outside half. Good pitch there. Definitely a pitcher's pitch there. Next pitch, swung on, fouled off by Aaron Hurd. Quickly 0-2. Good pitch on the outside half. I would say definitely a little off, though. 1-2 here. A couple different things we can do here on this 1-2. Let's see what Reitz does. Aaron Hurd puts really good wood on it. Burns Mike Thiessen. Gets to second. Stands in at second for a leadoff double. Up comes Carson McCurdy. First pitch swung at. Fouled off on the left-hand side. McCurdy took a trip on the off day to Thumbs, the team doctor. Definitely looks better and better each and every time. I'd say this is the best I've seen McCurdy look the last couple of years. Hitting the ball well, at least. Swings, goes around there on the 0-1. I believe that was a changeup down and away. On deck is Jorge Carrero. Good 0-2 there. Fouls off. Good job by McCurdy. takes the 0-2 ball. Good 1-2 there. McCurdy doesn't go around. 2-2 here. I believe Carson McCurdy was the manager for Matt Reitz in the past in the Yinzer. Now they've definitely faced one another pretty often as of late. We also play games every day down in Florida as well in February, March, April, so I'm sure they've definitely faced down there as well. Ball's hit real well over the second baseman's head. Scores right fielder Aaron Hurd with nobody out. Carson McCurdy with a RBI single. Still nobody out. Up comes Jorge Carrero. On deck we have Josh Burns. Hit well by Carrero. Caught in center by Mike Thiessen with the first pitch. A lot of first pitch swings as of late. The last three baseballs have been hit well. Looks like the day off did well for a few guys. Everybody's eyes and bodies are working. First pitch swung on. Through the 5-6, Waddy. Another first pitch swing for the infield hit. Got in between Waddy and Josh Rodriguez. Waddy tried to get him there at first. I'd say Burns beat the throw anyway. Up comes Lou Martinez, who's been very hot. Lou Martinez has shown that he could definitely hit. Swung on, hit 4-6-3, double play. Yes, sir. Like I said, a lot of first pitch swingers. Gotta love seeing that. Yeah, I believe it was 3 or 4 times in a row, as McCurdy says, as he's running off the field with the luscious hair. And here we go into the top half of the third. Very different game here today. I remember last time, I believe it was last game, the second game of the doubleheader. We were 45 minutes in, and we were in the top half of the second, as we are 30 minutes in, and we are currently in the top half of the third already. So that's always good to see. Means the arms are definitely staying in the zone. Up comes leadoff man Justin Brown with Wadi Almonte on deck. Hunter Bogue running over to first base to coach. Gotta love it. You got Kyle Barrows coaching third. First pitch, strike one. Try to show bunt. Gets Carrero moving a little bit. Definitely somebody I wouldn't mind bunting on. Next pitch, called strike on the inner half. Quickly 0-2 for Nick Beardsley. Strike three. Breaking ball down the middle. Good pitch by Beardsley. You got a Frontier League arm and former Frontier League hitter here. First pitch strike. Nick Beardsley gets ahead here. Next pitch, swung on, hit through the 5-6 hole for Wadi Almonte. One out single for Wadi Almonte. Up comes Nico Tony. I'd say probably top 5 biceps here in the Yinzer. Nico Tony hasn't ate a carb since 2018. First pitch, took off. Cole Parker, no chance. Wadi Almonte steals the bag. The game has slowly became this. A lot of stolen bases here. The 1-0 swung on. Fastball down in the way. Appreciate that, Joe. 1-2 here for Nico Tony. Good breaking ball for Nick Beardsley. Nico Tony punched out. Up comes Josh Rodriguez. Rodriguez has been very, very hot as of late. I believe there's bubbles in center field coming from the right field parking lot. Not really sure what's going on over there, but we never know what's going on with the Washington Wild Things. First pitch, ball down. Oh, good move. Burns misses it there. Josh Rodriguez's wife gets to watch the game. I'm glad that we can put this on for everybody, for the families. Good swing by Rodriguez. Of course, another RBI for Josh Rodriguez. Let's see if he gets a second. And there is a 2-out RBI single for Josh Rodriguez. I love seeing guys like Josh Rodriguez get some good swings off. Not really sure what Joe Dodero just said, but he gave somebody a warning. I'm not really sure what he screamed at, but whatever. Anyway, Josh Rodriguez has been looking very good as of late. He's shown up every single morning at 7 o'clock with me. He's gotten his work in. He and I had a conversation in Florida that I feel has helped a little bit with his batting stance. First pitch call, strike to Bill Musser. The 0-1 breaking ball for ball one there. Not really sure what D'Anthony Beckman's doing over there as he's umpiring. It looked like he did some sort of something with his shoulder, but not really sure if he's had any caffeine so far this morning. Next pitch, swung on, hit well. Aaron Hurd gets a break on it and makes the play for out number 3 as the Road Warrior Black Sox are due up to hit here in the bottom half of the third. Good job by Beardsley to come in. I know he was scheduled to start yesterday as we got canceled due to the Washington Wild things. They had to fix the mound a little bit and also fix the scoreboard. So today he was going to come in a long relief role. He did just that. Chance Benton, he actually ended up having a blister. So after 2 batters, Benton left the game. Beardsley came in. A couple guys scored. There was I think Benton threw a ball away. So runners are at second and third when Beardsley came in. Both runs advanced and scored. I believe one was a ground ball that got the guy in, and then a sac fly as well. So not much damage. For the most part, he's held his own. Good to see Beardsley getting his innings in here. Very good inning by Beardsley, absolutely. Matt Reitz is another Frontier League arm, too. Some good baseball here today. Got to love to see that. Not really sure what Joe Dodero was saying to the third base dugout, but for the most part, he just screams the scream. Up comes Cole Parker. He's got the red gear, just like Nico Tony once had. I would say for a all-black team, we are the Black Sox. Red gear probably isn't the way. I saw Rob Whalen, who also was wearing – not Rob Whalen, Zach Whalen. Rob Whalen was he actually pitched in the big leagues. He also pitched for the Wild Things too. But Zach Whalen was wearing all red gear yesterday for the Empire State Grays, which was probably not the attire to wear, but, I wouldn't know who dresses him. Zach Whalen's also known for the Savannah Bananas. I think he had like the flaming bat one time or something like that. He actually played here in the Yinzer in 2021. Never showed up to early work, but who am I? The 1-1. Good pitch there, fouled off by Cole Parker. Very good pitch, way to get in there. When Cole Parker extends his hands, he actually hits the ball really well. So it's good to see guys wanting to get in there. Another fastball in. Hell of a job there. Throws it around the infield after the leadoff strikeout. First pitch ball to Legary Stewart. Legary Stewart's been around for a couple years. We met him in 2019 in Vallejo, California. After the P word we don't speak of, he played in the P League. Went on over to the Pacific Association as he takes the 1-0 fastball in. Met us in the Pacific Association with Luke Jackson and a few other names that have been around. Liguri's gotten a whole lot better since then. Next pitch swung on, fouled off. 1-2 now. Reitz wins the 1-1. Stays in against Liguri Stewart. Good pitch there by Matt Reitz. Doesn't get the call there. Liguri Stewart is hitting last in the order here as Bradley Roberto is due up next. Fastball in, another foul ball there. That was a fastball up that missed. Let's see what Liguri Stewart does here. The game is 3-1. Brilliance as Reitz gets the 3-2 cutter called strike three. Backwards K for Matt Reitz. As Bradley Roberto comes out with 2 outs and nobody on. Howie Rodriguez has shifted a little bit. Not sure if that's the right shift or not, but let's see how it pays out. First pitch called strike from Matt Reitz. The wind's blowing out into left field. Next pitch, I believe was a slider there. The 0-1 slider is over for a strike. Now 0-2, quickly 0-2. Good swing by Bradley Roberto on the 0-2. Very good swing. Sneaks it through the 5-6 hole for a 2-out single. I've seen Bradley Roberto hit Matt Reitz well. The rest of the Road Warrior Black Sox, not as much, but Bradley Roberto has done his thing against Matt Reitz. 2 outs with a runner on first. No go there. Takes the 0-0 for a ball. Nick Penzetta. On deck is Scout Knotts, who was in spring training with the Frederick team in the Atlantic League, who still doesn't have a name. Penzetta rolls over to second base, and Howie Rodriguez steps on second base for out number 3. Up comes the Brilliance Sox in inning number 4. And here we are with the first pitch swung at by Galen Rutledge. We have Nick Beardsley still in the game here for the Rowear Black Sox. Next pitch, ball. 1-2 here. My apologies, I missed the pitch. No go there. Try to get the check swing there from Galen Rutledge. On deck is Mike Thiessen. The breaking ball is up. I thought it was pretty close there, but that's okay. Froze Joe Dodero and Cole Parker and the rest of the Brilliance team. Beardsley gets a strikeout for out number 1. If I'm Mike Thiessen, I'm butting it down third base here, but let's see what he does here, especially with Carrero back. Now Carrero moves up a little bit. Beautiful. First pitch breaking ball called strike for Beardsley. Good job getting ahead for Beardsley. He's gotten ahead of the majority of his guys so far. Fastball, ball, I would say just in. 1-1 here to Mike Thiessen. We had a couple guys get promoted out of this morning's game. 2 guys were hurt. Next pitch, breaking ball. 1-2 here. Good 1-1 from Beardsley. A couple guys got promoted from this morning's game. Justin Guyton, he actually homered. Made a couple plays up the middle. And also Angelo Pahila as well. Pahila's been a trooper. He's been helping out a lot. He's done his thing. Good swing by it. Or good pitch by Nick Beardsley as he gets the 1-out punchy from Mike Thiessen. Another punchy for Beardsley. Two out, nobody on. Brian Reyes. First pitch strike. Another first pitch strike from Beardsley. He sure knows how to throw strikes, that's for sure. I like seeing it. Fastball in. Let's see if Carrero makes a play. No play from Carrero as the fluff is out. Of course, the half comes off. If you guys would have seen Carrero before he got a haircut, you guys would say, wow, good-looking man. Good-looking hair, more importantly. Two strike. Aaron Hurd's playing exactly where he needed to play to record out number 3. Literally exactly where he needed to play. I saw him make the move once Brian Reyes came up. Good thought process by Hurd. I like to see that. Scout Knotts is due up here in the bottom half of the 4th against Matt Reitz. Nico Tony throws it down, shows off the blowout as he takes off the helmet. Nico Tony may be the scariest man on the planet, but also the nicest. Up comes 6'7" Scout Knotts on deck. You have Aaron Hurd, who just made a play out and right. Hurd hit the ball well his last time up. First pitch coming. I believe that was a changeup down on the way. Good pitch there from Matt Reitz. Matt Reitz is one of my favorite guys to watch out here. Works fast, throws every pitch for a strike. Good pitch there. The 0-1 was taken for a ball down. I've seen Scout Knotts swing at that pitch in the past, so definitely a good call there. Nico Tony's gotten a whole lot better behind the dish. Way more mobile than I've seen in the past. I've never seen him get in that position before. Called strike there. Matt Reitz wins the 1-1. Let's see what they go with here. Wow, Nico Tony has actually changed a whole lot. I've never seen him be a defensive catcher as he is now. He was begging for the breaking ball to be down there as he got the pop-up. F6 there. But I believe they were looking for the punchy. Hurd was behind the entire time his last at-bat. I believe it was 0-2 quickly. And he hit about 150-mile-an-hour line drive over the center fielder's head. First pitch called strike. Hurd and I have had some conversations in the past. You don't necessarily need to swing at the first pitch because you have so much barrel control. And he did just that. I believe he saw 3-4 pitches his last time up. Good. Took the 0-1 there for a ball. 1-1. Very toolsy Aaron Hurd. See Nico Tony trying to go in here. Let's see what happens. The 1-1. Good pitch. I think he took a little bit off there. I believe that was a changeup. 1-2 count. I don't know if he meant to throw the ball there, but it just so happened to work to record out number 2 as they throw it around the infield. Howie Rodriguez getting into the action there. Leads the league in swag. Up comes Carson McCurdy with 2 out, nobody on. It's a whole lot easier to pitch to McCurdy with nobody on than it is with guys on. That's for sure. First pitch here. Called strike. Good job, Nico Tony. Way to get the ball back over to Matt Reitz also quickly. I love good pace out of pitchers, that's for sure. So does everybody else in the stands. Good swing by McCurdy as Wadi Almonte gets it in front of him and throws him out for out number 3. I have seen McCurdy beat that ball out in the past. I know he's still a little fatigued in the lower half, so I don't see him running full effort, but I have seen him hit the ball very, very hard as of late. But a 1-2-3 quick inning for Matt Reitz, and out comes Beersley for the top half of the 5th. Both pitchers working fast. Due up, we have Howie Rodriguez, Kyle Robinson, and then leadoff man Justin Brown here in the top half of the fifth. First pitch called strike, breaking ball from Nick Beardsley. Beardsley can flip that thing in whenever he wants. I like to see that, that's for sure. You got to be able to throw something different at the next level to get these dangerous hitters out, that's for sure. A lot of guys could swing at the next level. Next pitch swung on, hit straight to center field for out number one. 2 pitches. Gotta love 2 pitch outs, that's for sure. Especially for a long relief guy like this. I've seen Beardsley play a couple different roles, though. He started in the Frontier League. He's also relieved as well, both to get 3 outs and also, maybe 12 some days too. Up comes Kyle Robinson. Tries to bunt. Quickly 0-1 for Nick Beardsley. I'd probably stick with something hard here. Let's see what he goes with. Taking 1-1 here for Robo. I don't know if the hitters can pick it up quick enough or not, but I do see Beardsley's glove side changes when he goes with the breaking ball. Goes with something different. I don't know if you guys see it or not, but it looks like he gets his thumb underneath a little bit more when he goes with the breaking ball. From an 0-1 to a 3-1. Heater swung on. Looked straight into the clubhouse. Looked like there with that swing. Fouled off. 3-2 here. Oh, look at Beckman. Clap it up for Beckman. Great job for Beckman. Gotta love it. He's coaching a little. He's umpiring first. He just got the ball in. He thinks he's got swag. Nobody's going to catch this ball besides Nick Beardsley. Beautiful. 3-2 catch from the pitcher. We got F1. You don't see that all the time in the box score. I remember Cliff Lee in, I think, 2007 World Series. He caught a bunch of fly balls. Great to hear Cole on play-by-play. I appreciate it, Will. Thank you for watching. 2 out, nobody on. Justin Brown up. He's done some damage as of late. Couple bunt base hits, couple singles here and there. Stole some bags. Beautiful. Quickly 0-2 for Nick Beardsley. As what we call he is cruising. And yes, I miss Enrique Cruz. Led the league in foul balls. Also, complete game shutout to leave. Oh, wow. Good pitch there. Wow. Looks like you can't leave it up to Joe today. Another backwards K. Nick Beardsley might as well just keep on throwing that thing. That was beautiful. What a mustache. Moving on into the bottom half of the fifth, we have Matt Reitz coming on board. I'm sure Nico Tony did about 15 practice swings in between innings there as he looks at himself in the mirror all day long. Coming on up, we have Jorge Carrero, Georgie. I think he had back-to-back multi-hit games, I believe. I could be wrong. He said, "How come you're not?"
Yeah.
Nico Tony throws it down. No base runner, so I'd say he's safe. But good throw out of Nico Tony. I like it. Nico Tony and Joe Dodaro are talking about biceps and also bench press. I'm not really sure what Joe Dodaro just did there, but whatever. We saw Joe Dodaro at the LA Fitness in Bridgeville yesterday, Nico Tony and I. Joe Dodaro mentioned we should go into the sauna and the jacuzzi. I wasn't really sure if he was just trying to have a conversation or if he was actually telling us that the jacuzzi was going to be pretty good yesterday. First pitch called, strike. Matt Reitz throws a 0-0 cutter. Set up in Nico Tony. Hopefully we're going fastball. Good pitch there. Quickly 0-2 for Matt Reitz. A lot of 0-2s, a lot of 1-2s in this game. I like to see that. Kyle Barros goes and gets the foul ball. I like that also. In these games, we don't have a ball boy. So it's good to see guys pick it up and try to get the game moving fast. It's all about the pace out here. Next, wow, what a pitch. Froze me right there. Called ball right there, now 1-2. Fouled off. Let's see if Jerry Cook is on the run for it. Slow paced. If Jerry Cook knew how to have a pace like that on the mound, he'd be a whole lot better too. I've seen him rush a little bit. Doesn't look like he's rushing for that foul ball. Another foul ball from Carrero. Joe Dodaro screaming, no baseballs, no baseballs. Good throw by Kyle. One-two count here for the leadoff man. Whoa. Beautiful. Brilliantly executed for the Brilliance Sox. Good job, Nico Tony behind the dish, calling the game. Like I said in the past, Nico Tony has been called just an offensive catcher, so it's good to see him being able to do his thing defensively, because obviously at the next level, that's what people care about the most. First pitch, fastball in, taken. Josh Burns swung at the first pitch his last time up. So ball one. On deck is catcher Lou Martinez. Reitz making his case for the pitcher duel. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Matt Reitz is doing his thing. Next pitch called, strike. Evens up quickly. I love to see guys getting to 1-2s more often than 2-1s. So that's always good to see. Let's see what happens here on the 1-1. Next pitch down the middle. He either missed middle or middle there. Joe Dodaro with no call. Froze him up. I think he just forgot to speak there, but shit happens, then you wipe. Well, 3-1 here. Definitely should be 2-2, but it's all good. 3-1 here. I believe that may be the first hitters count that the Roadwear Black Sox have gotten into, other than 0-0. Fastball. Hit 6-3. 4 out, number 2, as Bill Musser throws it around the infield one time for the one time. 2 outs, nobody on for Lou Martinez. I'm pretty sure Matt Reitz has now retired the last 8 or 9 in a row. First pitch called, strike to Lou Martinez. Good pitch there. The 0-1 was called ball there. Joe now making his case for robot umpires on the Yinzer. You might be right there. I had the umpire the other day. Next pitch called strike. I believe that was a changeup down the way. Good pitch there for Matt Reitz. Matt Reitz is at 69 pitches through 4 2/3 with a 1-2 count here. A lot of 4 pitches or less for him. And strike 3. That was disgusting. That was absolutely gross. So 70 pitches for Matt Reitz. Very efficient. Through 5. Warrior Black Sox, not a single person on the field. Not really sure what's going on. They're stunned that they're losing. Beardsley is coming on up again in the top half of the 6th. We have Cairo Seldon here. We got a lot of foul balls today so far. He's got more foul balls today than he's got the entire year, so let's clap it up for Cairo. Good job, baby. Good job. Went to thumbs yesterday. He's actually changing his whole lifestyle up. He also went, I think, 9 of 10 guys he got ahead of his last time out, so very happy about that. He actually got himself now a slide step, so he's gotten a whole lot better from the first day he got here. Could be a mixture of some things. He's also showed up early, which is not something he did in the past, so I'd like to see that. Sometimes you learn a thing when you're just, hanging out, learning, and just trying to get as much baseball as you possibly can. I mean, this is our season, so it's good to be around as much as you possibly can rather than just go hanging out in the hotel. Ball's thrown right to Legary Stewart. And here we are in the top half of the 6th with Wadi Almonte to lead off. Hitting second in the order. Nico Tony talking to himself on deck. First pitch ball to Wadi Almonte. Beardsley's from California, but went to Point Park University, which is close by. Ball number 2, where he threw 90 innings or 89 and a third. Very good NAIA school, a very known school. I know they recruit a lot out of Florida. I've known some guys in the past that have been there. I think a buddy of mine I played with in travel ball and I played against in high school. He played with Nick Beardsley, so that's how I got the connection. Ball's down there. I believe the count is 3-1 here to Wadi Almonte. Rocking red batting gloves with the Brilliance socks. Not really sure if that's swag or Christmas time. Ball 4. Wadi Almonte tosses it over. Pahila then brings it into the dugout. Good job. Look at that. And that is why Pahila got promoted, because he knows how to actually be a professional and do some things the right way. Gotta love seeing that. They have not seen that yet on the Road Warrior Black Sox side, but they have been winning, so I guess you could do what you want at that point. Not really, but, it's more sarcastic. Up comes Nico Tony. I've seen him swing early in counts as of recent. Tries to pick off. Unsuccessful there. Run 1 reset. Yep, Joe Dodero, of course, throws his hands up. Looks like he's flying like an angel. Swung on, fouled off. Let's see if we can make a play. Cole Parker catches. Wadi Almonte. Oh, I like that out of Wadi Almonte. That was good. He tricked me for sure. I would have liked to see Cole Parker throw that thing away. Nice job out of Cole Parker. I haven't seen him catch a fly ball in foul territory before. So, see something new every day. As Bill Will, the Thrill Musser, is on deck. Josh Rodriguez is coming up with 1 out and Wadi on first. Josh Rodriguez has probably more RBIs with 2 outs than anybody in the league as he takes the first breaking ball down for a ball. I think for me, Josh Rodriguez is the most improved over the last 3 years. Wadi Almonte is up there too. Next pitch taken for a ball. 2-0. Yeah, Wadi Almonte is definitely up there as well. We saw Wadi in 2021. He actually told Joe that he could pitch a little bit, came in through a few times, and then all of a sudden we see very toolsy in the outfield, very toolsy in the infield, and obviously we realized that try to just get on board, do all that. As he steals the base there against Cole Parker. I think it's 3-0. 3-0 now with a runner in scoring position. Selden went to thumbs yesterday, very sore. The 3-0 called strike. So now 3-1, still hitter's count here for Josh Rodriguez. Still got to come to him. There is a base open. Will Mustard's hit the ball hard back-to-back times. Next pitch fouled off. Let's see. Throws it to McCurdy. McCurdy to Nick Beardsley as Wadi Almonte is safe. I believe that is an RBI for Josh Rodriguez again. Josh Rodriguez thought it was a foul ball, so he didn't really run out until afterwards as Cole Parker threw a 35-footer to McCurdy. McCurdy picked it out of the dirt and tried to throw it home for Nick Beardsley to then tag out Wadi Almonte, and Wadi Almonte was safe there. So good to produce there for the Brilliance Sox as Bill Will the Musser, Bill Will the Thrill Musser comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch called strike. Of course, I'm throwing a breaking ball to Musser as he comes up with nobody on. RBI machine. No, you're absolutely right. Next pitch, called ball, 1-1. Beardsley has taken the persona of a good last name in a baseball player, as he has one of the nicest mustaches here. Good facial hair out of him. Thought he'd get the strike there, but it's okay. 2-1. There's been more guys watching this game as of late. Last couple of times I've seen some guys just show up to the field and leave ASAP. So it's good to see guys wanting to be around and getting better on the daily and, helping out with foul balls because that's part of it. Musser fouls the ball off there. I think it's 2-2. On deck, you got Galen Rutledge. Ooh, good fastball from Beardsley. Musser stays alive. And gets Musser for out number 3. Throws it out of the zone. Good chase pitch there. I like that for sure. Good job, Beardsley. Keeps his team in the game, that's for sure. Out comes Reitz for the bottom half of the 6th. Pitch count is down for Reitz. I like to see that for sure. I believe Brendan Madero is also available for today's contest. right-handed pitcher. He went to Farrell and Dickinson. And here we are in the bottom half of the sixth. I actually have Tukey Toussaint on a call right here. He just threw for the Cleveland Guardians last night against the Arizona Diamondbacks, the team that he was actually formerly drafted by in the first round, 16th pick overall in 2014. We have Cole Parker coming on board. He is leading off here in the bottom half of the sixth against Matt Reitz, 70 pitches in. Tukey Toussaint just asked, am I an effing broadcaster now? I said, absolutely. I do a couple of different roles. As the first pitch, he is hit in the left shoulder. That's okay. Reitz has a good cutter and also a good changeup to get the ground ball here. In the bottom half of the order, Legiri Stewart's coming up with a man on first base and nobody out. On deck is Bradley Roberto. You said I sound crazy? What? Why is that? I mean, yeah, I'm broadcasting. Here, FaceTime me. First pitch, tries to bunt. Tries to bunt there. Tukey Toussaint says, yo, and laughs. He had the 9:40 start last night. I got to watch it firsthand. I actually watched it on an iPad because I don't have television, but, you know, it happens to the best of us. The 0-1 from Reitz. Pop to center. Thiessen gets a break on it for out number 1 as Cole Parker runs back to first base or hobbles back. Not really sure how that looks. Up comes leadoff man Bradley Roberto, who played in the Little League World Series, I believe in 2009. I could be wrong, though. You want me to hit you back up? You said what? I got to call you regular. I got to tell you something. All right, peace.
I got some balls in my car if we need to. The frontier balls.
First pitch, call strike. Roberto hits the ball to first. Musser tries to throw it to second, and the ball is thrown away. So now runners on first and second, 1 out. First pitch swung out by Nick Penzetta, the 2-hitter, with runners on first and second. Panzetta with the 0-1 with a base hit to left field. Runners advance. Nobody scores there. So bases loaded, 1 out with the dangerous Scout Knotts coming on up. Aaron Hurd due up on deck. I believe it is 2-0 here to Scout Knotts with bases loaded. He's now at 79 pitches through 5 1/3. If I'm Barros or Luke Jackson, I'd probably have Madero up and moving around for sure, but still no movement in the bullpen. Not saying that Reitz isn't doing a good job, just saying it's getting to a time where a change may be needed. Nico Tony with the body language. You got to love it. Throws a fastball back at 74 miles an hour to Matt Reitz. Little glove pop there. Nico Tony's feeling himself after a couple workouts with the real Colby Mills, the Instagram handle for the broadcaster in today's contest. Four in a row. Let's see if there is a move for Barros. Four in a row to Scout Knotts. Up comes Aaron Hurd with 1 out. First pitch foul back. I believe that was a fastball up. But I like the swing, especially for a guy that can do damage with bases loaded against Reitz, especially you don't find Reitz in positions like this too often. So I will say, if I'm Hurd, I'm definitely taking advantage of that pitch there. It looked like he had a groove one in with the 4 pitches in a row to Scout Knotts. So next pitch, swung on. Hurd with a base up the middle, scores Roberto, then scores Panzetta. Thiessen doesn't come up with it. Hurd gets the second. Runners in scoring position here now, second and third. 2 RBIs there. I believe the score is now 4-4. Score is now 4-4 with runners in second and third with Carson McCurdy coming up. Still no manager going out to call time and at least reset somebody, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm back here watching this and watching that unwind itself. McCurdy with the luscious hair takes ball number 1. Ball 1 from Reitz. Oh, good pitch. Good pitch. Not really sure if he called it a ball or a strike, but I guess ball. 2-0 here. Barros calls time. That came from me. I would have done it about 3 weeks earlier. Well, that's okay. Madero's rocking number 9, the number I wore with the Brilliance socks in 2020 when we beat the Empire League, the Saranac Lake Surge, I believe that was the team that we beat. Tyler Hill was on that team. I intentionally walked Tyler Hill to get to the next guy. Or I'm sorry, I intentionally walked the guy before Tyler Hill to pitch to Tyler Hill and got out of it. And then we ended up winning the game. Tyler Hill was catching that day. Madero's up and moving. He was 9-0 at Farrell and Dickinson, throwing to Chris Selesky down the left field line. I'd say a good time to call time for Barrows. 2-0 here to McCurdy. Good pitch. Thiessen. Burns Thiessen. Double off the wall for sure. Scores Knotts and Aaron Hurd. Aaron Hurd almost looked like he was going to overlap Scout Knotts. I like to see that. The score is now 6-4. Now at 86 pitches for Reitz. I believe that is going to be it. As Luke Jackson comes out and grabs Reitz. Reitz is throwing a lot against these guys. I think that was the first time I've seen him, get a couple hits in a row. It's okay. Good job from Reitz. Brennan Madero is coming on board here. They're going to try to keep it 6-4 here. McCurdy's still in scoring position with 1 out. Madero has played a huge role. He's been a guy that come in, eat up innings. He's also been a guy to come in without even throwing a warm-up pitch, which is definitely something that is more valuable than people think. Somebody that can come in whenever is definitely something good to have on the staff. A lot of guys with loose arms, a lot of sidearm guys. That's usually their role. I heard Madero threw sidearm in the past. He's more of like a high 3/4 guy now. He was 9-0 in college this year. He leads his school in career wins. From Lake Worth, Florida, he pitched for Park Vista, which is where Trey Turner went, the superstar in the MLB for the Philadelphia Phillies. I don't think they played with one another, but same school. Mark Sanders is coming on board. Hey, here we go. Joe Dodero trying to just talk the talk over there with Beckman. Probably talking about the gym or South Side. Jorge Carrero coming on up with 1 out and Carson McCurdy on on second. Josh Burns on deck. First pitch ball away. Madero with a fastball in, 2-0 to Jorge Carrero. Good 2-0 pitch there, just missed. I believe that was a changeup in. It's now 3-0 to Jorge Carrero. I've seen Carrero swing at 3-0s in the past. Let's see what he does here. Takes the 3-0, fastball in. Good pitch there by Madero. Newly acquired Norman Coleman Goodwin is in the bullpen as well for the Brilliance Sox today. Sidearm guy. He's been around for a while. 2019, I believe, he's got the last 3 outs to beat the Texas Air Hogs. I remember I brought myself in. There was a guy on first and second, nobody out. Quickly got 3 outs. We scored 6 right after. Vita Sai hit a home run into the pool over there. It was pretty cool to see. And once we got that 7-run lead, Norman Coleman Goodwin came in and got the last 3. That was when he was just coming out. I think he was in the Army before, I believe, or something like that. And took a couple years off, and now he's back on board and doing it up. The 3-2 was fouled off to the left side. Winkleman runs it down and tosses it in to Antonio Brown. Thank you guys for helping out over there. Ooh, good pitch. Ball 4 to Jorge Carrero as Josh Burns comes on up with 1 out, first and second. First pitch fastball, hit to Madero. Madero, 1, 4, 3. Double play on the first pitch. Wow, what a play by Madero. Hell of a job. Cat-like reflexes for Madero. He sure knows how to get the double play. I've seen him get the ball on the ground quite often. I've seen him get out of jams with the double play quite often. But the Road Warrior Black Sox score 4, I believe, in the bottom half of the 6th as they move into the top half of the 7th. They scored 5, I'm sorry. Scored 5 in the bottom of the 6th as Beardsley comes on up. It is currently 6-4 moving into the top of the 7th as Joe Dodero looks over at me and is probably wondering, was my zone okay or not? Joe Dodero is looking at Sanders, calling on Mower. Looks as if he wants to tell him a secret. It
5-4.
is
5-4.
No, 6-4, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. 6-4.
6-4.
My mistake. I was counting the 5 in the inning.
Nick Beardsley has been cruising. I believe he's only given up 2 runs. Josh Rodriguez, I think, has 3 RBIs. RBI there. No, just 1 today. Okay. First pitch breaking ball, called strike from Nick Beardsley. Madero is getting a little bit more throwing in the bullpen as he came in with probably 1 warm-up throw. Next pitch called strike, quickly 0-2 to Galen Rutledge. Back-to-back breaking balls. The 0-2, another breaking ball, fouled off. What a smile out of Nick Beardsley. Yeah, good pitch there. Another one. At this point, you could throw what you want. He's throwing 4 breaking balls in a row. Once again, Beardsley is cruising. Shakes off a few times. Hopefully a fake shake as Cole Parker. Yep. Strike 3. Fastball up. Good pitch. Very good pitch. Cole Parker set up in there. That's exactly where you want to throw it. I like watching the game from this angle a whole lot better than I do from the dugouts for sure. Get to see a lot more in this angle. I more so want to see this, the pitcher versus the hitter more so than anything. So tries the bunt. Beardsley, one hand, flips it over to first. Wow, nice play. Hell of a play. Nice one pitch out. Wow, this guy could do it. That is for sure. Jeez, this guy could do it. Two outs, nobody on for Brian Reyes coming up. Takes the first pitch ball. Good breaking ball there. Good breaking ball there. It looks like Joe Dodera may have missed that one, but once again, shit happens, then you wipe. For those of you that, whatever. 1-0. Next pitch, breaking ball up. That was probably one of his first misses I've seen where he didn't know where the ball was going, so it's always good to see for sure. 2-0 here to Reyes. Like I said, you didn't see many hitters counts in today's game so far. I'd say maybe 4 or 5, and obviously Benton didn't really have much of an outing. He didn't get ahead of anybody due to his blister, but for Beardsley and Reitz, they've been doing it up. 3-0 to 3-1, first pitch strike, or the first strike in this at bat from Beardsley. Next pitch, swung on, fouled off. Let's see what he does here with 3-2. He's got a whole lot of feel with that breaking ball, so I can imagine him maybe flipping one in or probably going fastball in here. Let's see what happens. Reyes calls time. I don't blame him. I see Beardsley starting to feel himself. Want to try to do something different. Fastball. Fouls off. Another foul ball. Got a whole lot of guys here. Only one of them is going for the foul ball, so I'd like to see that. Thanks, guys. Hey, do we have any balls in there from Kyle Barrows? The 3-2. Yeah, good pitch. Had a baby. Good job. Wow. Beardsley. Jeez. 3-2 breaking ball gets the F6. Wow, to retire the side. And we have Madero coming in the bottom half of the 7th. I believe a helicopter just flew on over for the noise in the background. It's 2-0 here to Lou Martinez. I'm sorry, 1-1. As he rolls over to Howie Rodriguez and he flips it on over to Bill Musser. Tries to throw it around the infield for style points. Up comes Cole Parker. First pitch called strike. Wow, that had some good movement right there. That thing was nasty. 0-1 to Parker. One. Wow, very good pitch right there. 2-1 here. I'd say probably missed a little up right there. Ball 3. Foul ball. Nico Tony meanly makes sure the ball goes foul as he throws a 75-mile-an-hour fastball back to Madero. Joe Dodero, not really sure what he's doing. Cleaning off the plate as if we have clay, but we're on a turf field. So Joe Dodero is just doing a bunch of meaningless stuff to, I guess, make the game go longer. Next pitch, fastball up, strike 3. Cole Parker swings through it as they throw it around the infield. Wadi Almonte, Josh Rodriguez, Howie Rodriguez throwing it around. Gotta love it. McGeary Stewart up with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch, called strike. Joe Dodero looks like he's about to punch out. Bradley Roberto on deck. Scribber. And Rodriguez makes a play. Yeah, that was a nice play by Josh Rodriguez. Nice. Josh Rodriguez moves in front of Waddy. Better angle for sure to throw it across for out number 3. Moving into the top of the 8th. Appreciate that, Cam Peterson. Getting the bat for us. Looking like he's wearing the 5 gum hat. For those of you that don't know 5 gum. Oh, wow. Nick Beardsley's coming on out. Gotta love it. And here we are moving into the top half of the 8th. We have Nick Beardsley still on board. Howie Rodriguez leading off. First pitch called strike. Breaking ball, flips it in. What's the score of the game, Coach? Joe wants to know. Okay. 6-4 here in the top of the eighth. The Road Warrior Black Sox are winning. I don't really know a Coach Joe unless it's Joe Torre. I only call him Coach, but it's okay. Uh-oh, it's Joe Torre. Sorry about that, Joe Torre guy. Fly ball to left. Is this the actual Joe Torre, like the guy from the Yankees, or Joe Torre is in the guy that looks like, he's could be a player, he could be a coach, he could be an agent. Looks like he works at Wendy's sometimes. Out number one. First pitch swung at by Kyle Robinson. Talk about wanting to win. And LeGarry Stewart makes the play for out number two. Nice play by LeGarry Stewart. Like to see that for sure. Probably would have pinched hit there for Kyle Robinson, but swung at the first pitch. A non-contested at bat. We're here at the Vipers game. Shout out us. Okay. Shout out to the Vipers. It's a team that we've all worked for in the past. Joe Torre helps out. Foul ball there. He tried to bunt with 2 outs and nobody on. Probably a good idea, especially because I've seen him bunt on Carrera before. McCurdy, I don't really know, just did something to us, but leads the league in hair for sure. Shout out to the Vipers. They got a whole lot of teams, anywhere from, I believe, 8U on up. We got a collegiate summer team as well. Next pitch, ball down. 1-1 now. I've been to a Vipers game. Bunch of nice kids. Next pitch. Wow. Okay, so no swing, no called strike, just a ball. I'd say this might be Nick Beardsley's last one here. What a stash. Good pitch by Beardsley. Very good. Oh, McCurdy almost makes the play. Daniel Taggart is in the way, of course, with a hoodie. I think he was helping out over there in the bullpen. Glad to see him helping out for the first time. Gotta love it. Joe Dodero screams, throw it in, exclamation mark. On deck is Wadi Almonte. He's in the 2-hole today. He's played a couple of different roles. I think he was in the – oh, wow, good swing out of Justin Brown with 2 outs. Brings up Wadi Almonte. Keeps the inning alive. I like to see that for sure. On deck is Nico Tony. Probably looking at his biceps in the mirror. See if they could do some damage with 2 outs and a man on first now. If I'm Brown, I might be stealing, but let's see. No runner. First pitch called strike. Next pitch swung on by Almonte. Roberto gets a break on it and makes the play in deep left field down the line. Nice play for Roberto. Also, nice sleeve for Roberto for the first time. And we are moving into the bottom half of the 8th with Brennan Madero coming on board. Nico Tony's still looking at himself in the mirror on deck, even though he has to warm up the pitcher, but gets that one swing off. Good for him. Some very good swings out of these Rower Black Sox. With Aaron Hurd, I believe he has a few RBIs. You got Carson McCurdy with a few RBIs. I think Scout Knotts got in the mix with an RBI at some point as well. But I would say who did the damage today is Nick Beardsley on the mound, as he came in once again when Chance Benton ended up with a little bit of trouble of a blister. Oh, wow. Nice play from Madero. Madero eating it up. Love it. But, yeah, Beardsley came in, did what he had to do, gave his team a chance to come back, and now they're up 6-4, moving into – they are in the bottom of the eighth right now, so they only need 3 more outs to secure the game for sure. Sorry about that. I lost my words. I was trying to read and also say something at the same time. Kind of like picking a guy off and trying to throw a strike. Something we got to work on. Penzetta shows bunt. I believe the count is 1-0. Excellent. Fouled off to the right side. Let's see how many pitchers go for it. Well, we got one position player that hit a triple earlier today in the taxi game. He's walking over, and Marcus Johnson, who threw 60 pitches this morning. Let's see who gets there first. Very good pace out of the two of them. Absolutely not. 2-1. Good pitch there. 5-3 for out number 2. Once again, Brendan Madero keeps them on the ground for sure. Whole lot of ground balls when Madero's on the mound, which obviously allows guys to make some plays behind him and do some double plays. Rather keep the guys down than 370-foot fly balls all the time, because eventually that'll get out at some point. Swung through Scout Knotts. 1-1. See who wins the 1-1 here. Good pitch. A called ball. 2-1. Oh, wow. Good slider. It's one of his few sliders today so far. I think he's thrown one. He tried to throw a 3-2 slider to freeze the hitter, but that was executed right there. It was beautiful. And good changeup. Oh, yes. Good. I told Madero we needed to throw more of that. Definitely something that he could work on, if he were to get an opportunity at some point. Good. Oh, wow. That was disgusting. Wow. That was wild. That was good stuff. That was one of the nastiest pitches I've seen today, for sure. Good job, Madero. Keeps them in the game. And now the Brilliant Sox has 3 outs to work with as they face Ryan Skillman, the right-handed pitcher from California. He played at the Academy of Arts with former Alex Golombiewski, who was on the Killer Bees in 2021 and 2022. Definitely knows how to cook his ceviche. He's made some ceviche for me in the past. A little spicy, but you got to love it. Skillman throws a 81-mile-an-hour shuffle throw to Cole Parker. Another shuffle throw at 82. One thing I want to know is do those count as warm-up pitches? I believe they do. Trevor Bauer is one of the guys in the past that has kind of made that like a new norm. He'd shuffle throw and yell as loud as he can. I don't know whether it's get the scouts going or to get himself going. Nico Tony's licking his lips here, getting a leadoff at bat against Ryan Skillman in the top half of the ninth. Down 2. Nico Tony's 0 for 3 so far. You don't necessarily see him 0 for 3 too often, so let's see what it entails here. Ryan Skillman has a plus changeup, that's for sure. I like seeing the changeup. Definitely something to throw when the escape jams. You got to have an out pitch, and I think that is his for sure. Knows how to throw it. He's gotten a whole lot better from when I saw him first off in Florida. I would say he had a little trouble with the mound, a little shorter stride, similar to mine. I think the hole in front wasn't necessarily beneficial for him and his windup. Good roll out of absolutely nowhere to Joe Dodero and Nico Toni as they both awkwardly bend down to grab it. One was in a reverse lunge and the other one was in a hinge position. Nico Toni looks on it. First pitch called strike. Could have been a changeup, could have been a heater. Good job by Skillman by getting ahead. Next pitch. Oh, yeah, good pitch. I hope back-to-back changeups because that was a good call right there. Good, 5-3 to retire Nico Toni. Out goes Angelo Pahila. I think he's got the ones on. Nice. Jordan ones, good stuff. Josh Rodriguez comes up with one out and nobody on. So not as dangerous with nobody on for Josh Rodriguez. First pitch ball. Going back to what I was saying earlier about Josh Rodriguez, I think he and I had a conversation after an at-bat where I saw him kind of get beat in. I said, I think you should be a little bit taller because I think that right now your posture is kind of messing with how you're swinging. And he stood a little taller, and I remember he hit a walk-off home run against James Smyber, the middle infielder. He came in and threw. We were out in Santa Lucia's. Ball 3 there. I'm sorry, ball 2. It's now 2-1. But, yeah, Josh Rodriguez made an adjustment in game, hit a homer, and started hitting the ball really well afterwards. I know he's had a little success in the past as well, so I'm not saying we're getting all the credit, but I'm just saying it was good to see a player learn and obviously continue to do his thing, as he is one of the hottest hitters in the league right now. Hitting in the 4-hole as he takes ball 4. A 1-out walk. Up comes Bill Musser. On deck is Galen Rutledge. Both pitchers have done their thing today. Well, all the pitchers have done their thing so far today. What a pro! Exclamation mark. Absolutely. You were not lying there. First pitch called ball. He's a pro at everything. He gave me a little relationship advice as well. Good dude. Josh Rodriguez, not Bill Will to throw, you know. Ball 2 to Bill. Benjamin has changed up his persona as well. For a guy that would ask 1,000 questions and then some, he has now shut his mouth and actually has played a little bit better that way too. And yes, absolutely, Issa, you're absolutely right. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Gets picked off at first base in a hitter's count. Well, very, very good break by Carson McCurdy and the Road Warrior Black Sox as they get Josh Rodriguez leaning at first base. Yep, that's a very good pitch after the pick off the first. I believe that was a changeup, 2-1 changeup. Swung through it. Bill Musser. Looks like Bill Musser has, good swing by Bill. Out number 3 as the Road Warrior Black Sox win the game. Beardsley gets the win. Should definitely have a hat on after the game. That's ball game. That is ball game. That's ball game. That was a very fast game. The Roller Black Sox didn't even realize that it was 9 innings, I guess, besides the outfielders who are running on over. McCurdy's smiling. We got Beardsley out there. He gets the win. You got a bunch of guys that are too tall. Midnight Moose is out there shaking hands, feeling himself. That was top 9 as Mark Sanders runs on over. Good win for the boys. Bill Musser has hit the ball over 100 miles an hour in about 5 of his last 7 at-bats, and not one has fell. Sometimes it goes that way. And sometimes you can hit the ball at 25 miles an hour and get a game-winning hit. So sometimes baseball is not – it doesn't necessarily thank you all the time. Things don't necessarily go the way that you want it to go. But good overall game. A couple professionals throwing each game, so it was good to see some pros get in there and just get ahead. So we're done here, moving into tomorrow. Thank you, everybody that was watching.